Hello and welcome. The history of cooperative society in Nigeria can be traced back to 1933 when the colonial government invited MCF Strickland, a cooperative expert, to look into its viability. This eventually led to the cooperative laws and ordinance being introduced, effectively coming into force in 1936. That same year, MFG Hague was appointed the first registrar of the cooperative society in Ibadan. Bedun Cooperative Society, the first of its kind, was registered near Ibadan, after which other cooperative thrift and loan society sprang up in the western and eastern regions of the country. These early cooperative societies were primarily focused on marketing agricultural produce, especially cocoa in the western region. Today's program will be focusing on the Cooperative Society of the Nigerian Shippers Council, which held its 29th annual general meeting at the council's headquarters in Lagos. We also bring you updates from the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, where the federal government has distributed 3,500 life jackets to Zamfara State, aimed at promoting water safety and saving lives, even in landlocked states that rely on inland waterways. Our tidbit segment will also feature updates on goings-on in the local and international maritime scenes. This is one episode you cannot afford to miss. Therefore, get comfortable as we go on a short break. We shall be right back.
For more than 5 decades, we have empowered and protected the interests of shippers in the nation's maritime industry. Our focus is to facilitate trade, regulate tariffs and rates, as well as handle shippers' complaints on cargo losses, damage and non-delivery. We offer dispute resolution mechanism for shipping and trade disputes between shippers and service providers. We are Nigerian Shippers Council, Nigeria's port economic regulator, your gateway to a thriving maritime sector. Nigerian Shippers Council will meet you at the port of your need.
Welcome back. You are watching The Shipper, your undeniable go-to program with detailed information on happenings within the nation's maritime industry, proudly brought to you by Nigerian Shippers Council, the nation's port economic regulator. I am Victoria Yavala. Let's take a listen to cooperators of Nigerian Shippers Council.
Every child is expected to grow, so I expect increase, more dividend, more innovation, diversification of our investments to earn more to our investments. Meanwhile, I'm saying a very good thank you to the ESCO for a job well done, but we expect more from them in the area of diversification.
What I think is that we are moving forward as an association. We can see from the dividends that we have all gotten, we can see from the statement of accounts that there's an improvement, and we are hoping that we'll see more of that. We look forward to a time whereby as a cooperator we are able to have things like housing, every other thing that that through cooperative you can get it easily.
I witnessed a very improved dividend, which is the hallmark for measuring the performance of the executives. I was discussing with my colleague if they started paying the dividend. When I checked my figure, what I saw was mind-boggling. That is to show that we are moving forward. Idea of computerization, the result is now for every one of us to see. The activities have been seamless, and the result of the activities have equally been seamless. And we pray that there will be continuous improvement. Yes, they've done very well this year, but they will not relax on their oasis. I believe that the management will continue to improve. They will continue to innovate, because if the cooperative is fine, it will impact on the members. And all we are saying is that what we are discussing here is to ensure that the welfare of the members are protected.
Nigerian Shippers Council's Cooperative Society is a multipurpose cooperative society in which membership is drawn from staff of the council. The Cooperative Society's objective is to cater for the needs of the corporators, as its customers are called, through provision of loans for educational emergencies or shortfalls, the purchase of landed properties, and housing investments for members. Lucy Yambi will now present the story of the society as compiled by our correspondent Additional Abiodun.
It was an anticipation-filled gathering when the Cooperative Society of Nigerian Shippers Council held its 29th Annual General Meeting (AGM) in Lagos. The Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Shippers Council, Dr. Pius Akuta, MON, applauded the management of the Cooperative Society for their diligence and growth. He expressed his willingness to assist the society whenever his direct intervention would be useful.
I am happy that this AGM is holding right on time, and many of us are here to witness it. It's quite impressive. There are some of these societies that when AGM is about to hold, sometimes you see court cases flying up and down, some injunctions restraining the holding of those AGMs, and sometimes people are even arrested and all of that. Because that is not happening here, also shows the level of integrity with which this society is being managed, and I'm quite delighted. Corporate societies like this are avenues not only for people to do crowd funding, but also to relate with one another and share ideas for investments purposes. And in today's economy, where people are no longer thinking about independent funding of events or of investments, people go to work together in societies like this to raise revenue for funding of businesses and investment. I don't think that this society should be left out of that. So I want to encourage you that as much as you are giving out loans to your members, also remember that there are other investments that you can involve in when you put your resources together that will earn you greater profits or greater returns on investment, which will boost the revenue you generate at the end of the year. So don't look inwards alone in terms of loans for maybe school fees and some of these things, but look at what you have been able to put together. Look at some other investments that you can put these resources into that will yield more profit. So at the end of the day, you have more dividends to share to your members. And even the dividends that you have, sometimes you can pour them back. If you don't need the money, you can put them back into your contributions so that you keep on raising your revenue profile even as you go ahead.
Mr. Adeyemi Olaolu, the President, Nigerian Shippers Council Cooperative Society Limited, gave the calming effect the gathering awaited by declaring the year-on-year surplus, which exceeded the previous year by 14.56 million naira, thus increasing the dividends distributed to members. He also spoke on the need for the cooperative society to toe the lines of progress through a number of factors he enumerated.
Cooperatives are built on sound principles, clear policies, and defined objectives, of all which position them to withstand economy downturns, market fluctuation, and internal or external shocks. I urge all of us and MAC to contribute ideas on how to strengthen our foundation through innovation, sound risk management, and diversification of our revenue base for long-term sustainability.
Mrs. Foluke Olaleru, Deputy Director Budget, who represented the chairman of the occasion, Mr. Stephen Olaniyi, spoke on the theme Sustainable Practices for Cooperative Societies Development Amid Global Trade Wars, and commended the high level of accountability and transparency displayed by the society's management.
Today, We gather to reflect on our progress, celebrate our achievements, and chart a course for a sustainable future. In the face of global trade wars and economic uncertainties, our cooperative's commitment to sustainable practices has become so crucial. The theme, Sustainable Practices for Cooperative Development, has been instrumental in guiding us towards a more resilient and environmentally conscious business model. I cannot but extend my gratitude to the team for their tireless effort in promoting sustainability and fostering a culture of social responsibility and concern for members' financial stability. As we navigate the complexities of global trade, I urge all members to continue supporting and participating in our sustainability initiatives. Let us reaffirm our commitment to the cooperative principles and values that guide us together. And together we can build a stronger and more adaptable cooperative that will benefit all members.
While commending the financial statement presented by the association, Mrs. Olubumi Lawson, Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperative, Apapa Area Officer, advised on how to sustain the momentum.
I want to just encourage you, Mr. Adeyemi, as you are doing like this, let there be a succession plan, so that whoever is taking over from you must take the society higher. You know, from this AGM was when the ES joined the Cooperative Society last year. From the report that he had, he was very impressed. And right now, from this AGM again, some directors have started increasing their savings. So we want that to continue, because it's because of the wonderful results that they are seeing that is coming from the society. They are really impressed. They want to keep their money there.
The president, Apapa Cooperative Multipurpose Limited, Mr. Ame Sunday, also commended the management and gave advice.
As cooperator or cooperative society, we must collaborate among ourselves and the cooperative society. That from your financial statement, I'm an account person too. It is a very gigantic figure. However, I expected one or two of you to speak something about the account, probably to give commendation or to even give a small critics how it can be improved upon, because I don't think this should be your last bus stop. Should it be your last bus stop? So, having listened to our keynote speaker, he talked about collaboration, which involves ideas from the cooperative society and members. He also mentioned that there were no court cases. That means that your officials for the past 2-3 sessions have done very well. I expected you to even come out and give them a commendation.
Essentially, the gathering came to a close with beaming faces and higher expectations of having made a rewarding financial decision through membership.
That was the big and small of the gist. Though having experienced this, I'm sure you're looking for the nearest cooperative to join. Good idea, but be very cautious, as where there's reward, many perils also therein lie. Over now to the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, where the federal government boosts water safety with life jacket distribution in Zamfara State. In a major push to improve water safety, the federal government has handed over 3,500 life jackets to Zamfara State. The Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, CON, who was represented by the Assistant Director Information and PR, Muhammad Zakari, said the move reflects the government's commitment to saving lives through safer inland water transports. The minister urged boat operators to enforce the rule "no life jacket, no entry," and called on local leaders and communities to champion water safety. Zamfara, despite being landlocked, relies heavily on waterways, making this intervention crucial. The Deputy Governor, Mani Mamuni assured proper distribution and thanked the federal government for including Zamfara states among states like Niger, Bayelsa, Anambra, Akwa Ibom, Delta, Taraba, Ogun, and Lagos states. Let's now join Idowu Ogungbemi on our tidbit segment for the latest news on happenings within the local and international maritime scene. Over to you, Idowu.
Good evening and welcome to the tidbit segment of The Shipper. I am Idowu Ogungbemi and we've got some interesting stories, key insights and updates from the maritime sector. Let's get started. As part of its transition into the Nigerian Port Economic Regulatory Agency, NIPERA, the Nigerian Shippers Council recently launched its succession planning strategy Middle Management Leadership Development Program. The induction ceremony, held in Lagos, marked a significant milestone for the Council. It is the first initiative of its kind involving 16 carefully selected middle management staff, each with at least 5 years remaining in service. The program is designed to ensure leadership continuity, preserve institutional memory, and drive sustained organizational growth. In his opening remarks, Dr. Pius Akuta Emohen, the Executive Secretary and CEO of the Council, expressed his delight at the commencement of the program. He acknowledged the rigorous selection process and congratulated the participants for emerging successful in what he described as a highly competitive exercise.
In the course of this training, prove yourself, prove your worth, so that you will be able to first be considered to step into other leadership positions that may come up. Leadership, I want you to know, is not just sitting in a chair and occupying a post and having a nomenclature attached to your name. Leadership is being able to, drive vision and work together in teamwork. You must carry others along, and you must also give birth to people of your type, your nature. You should be able to transfer your knowledge to others and let them function in the same way that you do. So at the time you are leaving that post, you know that you have already made provision for succession by yourself. That's what leadership entails.
In his remark, the Director, Human Resource Management Department of the Council, Mr. Hamadu Gata, noted that the program is not just a training opportunity, it is a testament to the participants' hard work, potential, dedication to duty, and the trust that the Nigerian Shippers Council has in their ability to lead and inspire in the years ahead.
I encourage you to embrace this challenge, stay committed, and make the most of this opportunity to grow and develop as leaders. I urge you to engage fully, think outside the box, and support one another throughout this journey. You are the present and future of the Nigerian Shippers Council, and the knowledge and skills you acquire here will not only shape your individual careers, but also influence the direction of our entire organization. Embrace this opportunity with passion and purpose. The impact of your participation will be felt far beyond this program. Once again, congratulations on your selection, and thank you for your commitment to excellence.
Participants also shared insights on the Council's initiative.
I believe that the end goal of this project is going to be a win-win for the Council, for the Council and for us, the participants, and the port sector at large, because our capacity will be better for it, and our output and service delivery will also be very positive.
This is a new beginning in the history and life of the Nigerian Shippers Council as we plan to transmute into the Nigerian Ports Economic Regulatory Agency, which the agency will be transforming and transitioning into a new organization that will promote efficiency, reduce cost of doing business in the Nigerian maritime sector. So basically, we've been chosen to be trained on a whole lot of skills that will drive this agenda. I want to especially thank the ESCO of the Nigerian Shippers Council, Vice Akuta Pius MON, for this great initiative. It is one of a kind in the council, and I believe that we'll try our best to make us significant contributions to drive the project of Empira and make the Nigerian Shippers Council more relevant in the maritime sector.
I see it as an opportunity to grow, to learn new things, to discover my strengths. I'm also grateful that I'm here because I can see the other participants are also passionate people. So it's an opportunity to relate with other people, to learn. And then I believe after now, because with what we've been told already, after the whole exercise, I hope to be a better leader.
This kind of opportunity that we are having today, we should be able to support the vision of the management towards driving the Shippers Council of our dream, towards driving the Empira that is coming on our way, and towards ensuring that we have a better port sector in Nigeria.
We encourage you to follow our social media pages at NG Shippers on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube for more of our latest updates, events, and information. Let's take a look at our complaint register for the week. The Nigerian Shippers Council has received 4 complaints. While 3 of these complaints have been resolved, 1 is still ongoing investigation. The complaints include conspiracy, forgery and economic sabotage, demurrage waiver, terminal storage charges, and auction deposit refund. We encourage stakeholders to visit our website at www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng for more information or to lodge their concerns. Now, let's talk about the international maritime sector. Singapore has topped the list of the world's maritime centers for the 12th consecutive year based on the International Shipping Center Development Index, jointly published by the Baltic Exchange and China's news agency. The index provides an independent benchmarking of the world's leading maritime hubs by evaluating factors such as cargo throughput, port infrastructure, maritime services, and the overall business environment. In 2024, Singapore handled a record high 41.12 million 20-foot equivalent units in container throughput and saw total vessel arrival tonnage exceed 3 billion gross tons, with the port of Singapore also remaining the world's largest bunkering port, having supplied 54.92 million tons of marine fuels last year, including the sale of alternative bunker fuels, which exceeded 1 million tons for the first time, MPA Singapore reported. In another development, South Africa's port landlord Transnet National Port Authority, TNPA, has betted one of the largest container vessels in the world, MSC Nicola Mastro, on a maiden voyage at its deep water port of Kura in Eastern Cape recently. This achievement solidifies TNPA's status as a significant player in the global maritime industry. The successful betting of MSC Nicola Mastro was made possible by a 4-tug operation. These tugboats have a bollard pull of 60 to 70 tons, fully capable of handling larger vessels efficiently. This special operation necessitated the Port Authority to increase the number of tugs required for safe navigation in the port, from the standard 2-tug operation to 4. Tugboats are critical marine assets that enable the safe maneuvering of vessels during pilotage operations. The arrival of this vessel on the shores brings to the fore the critical role SA Port should uphold in responding to the need of the current global trade ecosystem. South Africa's ability to dock one of the world's largest container ships has the potential to transform shipping patterns, and it positions the port as the key container transshipment hub within the global and Saharan African market. That wraps up this week's edition of Tidbit segment on the Shipper. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week with more insight from the maritime world.
For more than 5 decades, we have empowered and protected the interests of shippers in the nation's maritime industry. Our focus is to facilitate trade, regulate tariffs and rates, as well as handle shippers' complaints on cargo losses, damage and non-delivery. We offer dispute resolution mechanism for shipping and trade disputes between shippers and service providers. We are Nigerian Shippers Council, Nigeria's port economic regulator, your gateway to a thriving maritime sector. Nigerian Shippers Council will meet you at the port of your need.
And so our voyage ends as we drop anchor here, hoping you've been properly entertained and informed as we shall keep your seat on our next journey. Remember to follow us on social media at NG Shippers for more updates. Here's wishing you in the week ahead clear skies, fair winds, and calm blue waters. Do have a swimmingly great week ahead.